to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name's Steve Tyrrell. We're currently at Swan Lane Wharf on Swan Lane in Coventry on the Coventry Canal. And today is Thursday. Ooh, what day is it? The 3rd of June. I should know what date it is. Yeah, Thursday the 3rd of June. Got no real set plan for today as such. I want to tidy up the jobs I was doing yesterday, as in the water pipes. There's a couple of extra bits I want to add to the pipe, just a couple of stopcocks, or inline stop valves anyway, what you're going to call them. That's on the chlorifier side. I was going to mount my Jabsco pump, but I've got one of the feet missing, and I want to see if I can either find the foot or order a new one, or a fitting kit maybe, I don't know. Failing that, I should just have to mount it on 3 screws, which isn't a massive issue, but I'd rather have it mounted properly on 4, but we shall see. So, and then after that, I've brought my pocket jig with me today, so I've done a couple of pocket jig screws already this morning, just to have a little play with it, so I'll show you them in a minute. And then I will also fit the bulkhead onto the engine wall, so that's between the shower room and the engine room. I'll fit the bulkhead there, get that all sorted and lined up and get it fitted, and try and get it all nice and straight. That's that job sorted then. And then after that, I'm fairly free then for the rest of the day. I won't be doing any work on the boat tomorrow, as in Friday, mainly because Friday morning I'm going to have some more done to my tattoo Friday morning, so I won't be doing that Friday. And then Friday afternoon I will be coming to the boat, but I'm only coming to pick up a couple of the iron billets to take them over to Mark over the road, and also to give him some money to pay for the steel billets that I've already had under the boat. So that's all good. So that's the plan for today, and then I'll be back at the boat then Monday. So Monday morning after that I'll be back at the boat. Anyway, let's jump into the video and we'll have a look, do a few jobs, see where we get. Okay. Oh, nice to have you around, by the way. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribing. You know you want to. Alright, take care. Let's go. Let's get into it. Just going to walk back down the boat, down the gunnels. This boat on the right, by the way, is Hasty. See if you notice that then. So when I step onto my boat, see the wobble? Okay, when I step onto Hasty, hardly anything at all. Hasty is a steamboat, so it's got a nice steam engine in there, an exact copy of the Grand Union Carrying Company's steam tug, so the tunnel tugs. So it's an exact copy. Absolutely fabulous boat, stunning. So if I can talk the owner into it, I might do a video on that at some point. But yeah, full steamboat. Absolutely fabulous. There is a video of it running. Mark over the road, can't remember the name of his channel, but I will link his channel in the video description below, and also I'll put it in the cards above now. Right, you'll have to excuse the mess a little bit. So there you go, there's one of the pocket holes. Pocket jig, pocket screw. Another one there, look. And they hold the bulkheads now. They're nice and absolutely solid firm, they are. And what I'll probably do is I'll have one this side and I'll stick one at the back on the other side. Same as this one here, I've got one this side and I'll stick one at the back on the other side, just to hold it in place, stop it twisting. And I've gone up there, look. That one's not so good because it's end grain. I can't do the screw up very tight because it will just pull through the plywood. It's not very strong, and just drilling it has weakened it slightly. I mean, it will do the job. It holds the board, it's nice and firm. That is absolutely fabulous now, so that's perfect. So then bulkheads aren't going anywhere now. And as I say, the gaps down here, you won't see them, because when I fitted on this side my vanity sink, that will hide that gap, you won't see it. And on this side here, this is the galley side, you won't see that either, because that'll be where the kitchen units be. And there's going to be a wash machine here, so you won't see anything behind the wash machine. So perfect, Absolutely perfect. And these boards now, I'm not going to stain them to match this. I'm going to paint these. I'm going to have them painted, you know. So like I was saying before, all this wood here on the side, that's going to be painted as well. I do like the wood, but when it's like that, it looks a bit like a Swedish sauna, and it's a little bit too much wood. So I'm going to keep these wooden bits here, and these bits at the top here, these edge trims, they're going to stay woody coloured, or the colour of wood, or the actual natural grain. I'll say the right words eventually if I keep spouting crap out. But these sideboards, they're going to be painted, and I've also got plans for these as well, pictures and stuff. I don't know whether I've told you guys before, I probably have, but on the roof here, on these panels here, I wanted to do written signs. So the old canal signs like Fellows Morton and Clayton and things like that, and each one of these have a different sign. And I've kind of got an idea as well for what I'd like to do under the gunnels. I love maps. I've got a thing about maps. I really love maps. So under the gunnels there, I think I'm going to have old maps decoupaged to the walls, perhaps. Something like that's the plan anyway. Right, so let's get on with finishing that plumbing down there. Then I can cap that off. I may well end up putting pipes on here and capping them off as well. Not sure about this yet, but as I say, I want to get caps on the end. That's these bits here. Stopcocks on there, pipes coming out and stopcocks on. Yeah, just see where they go. Okay, right, let's get on with it and get some work done. Okay, couple of joints there, look, a couple of stopcocks. This is the freshwater one, the water in. I've got a speed fit on, not a speed fit, but a quick stop on that one, whatever you want to call it. So that's in case I get a water leak, I can just shut it off real quick. I've also got an inline stopcock on the hot feed out as well. So on the clarifiers, you guys will probably let me know. Do you have the cold feed into the bottom and the hot feed out the top, or do you have the cold feed into the top and the hot out the bottom? Not in my eyes, not that it really matters, only that heat rises, so it'd be ideal to have the heat out the top, you know. So anyway, you'll have to let me know in the comments below. I love your comments. Okay, right, I'm going to do the bulkhead now, so right, stand by. Let's stick you up on the tripod and give you a bit of time lapse action. Yeah, look at that down there. Give that a clean this morning. Look at that. Whoa, it's nice and clean. And what I do is when the engine's running, I've got these here. Look, this is these are not for Charlie. These are for old Smokey. There you go. Look, puppy training pads, and they're ideal because they're great for absorbing. I mean, they don't absorb like gallons and gallons, but they'll absorb the odd drip here and there, and they're quite good. So what I'll do is bring one of these out. Look, let me just sit down here. Oh, put you on the tripod, tilt you over. Oh gosh, don't want to tilt that far. Hang on, I think it's best if I did this properly, isn't it? Right, there you go. Look, stick you on the edge. So all I'll do then is get this pad, open it up, and then slide it under the engine, and they're a perfect size to fit under the engine. Look, let me just show you. So I think I can have 3 under there, and they're a perfect fit. Just try and tuck it under the wires under the engine. There's a couple of wires under there that go to the starter motor and stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing this very well. Right, let's try again. Anyway, you get the idea. So I have the pads under there, and then any oil that drips out the engine, that's absorbed up by the pad then, you know. So didn't do that very well, did I? Yeah, and that's what them pads are for. They're for old Smokey. Look how clean he looks this morning. Wow, look at that. couple of minutes cleaning, it makes a massive difference. And eventually I'll get the Autosol on this, the aluminium polish, and I'll polish that up and all this will be polished. I might be able to get the outside edge of that polished, but this bit won't polish. It'll clean up, but it won't polish up shiny. Yeah, happy days. Right, bulkhead. Let's get on with the bulkhead. Stand by. Okay, pocket screw jig. So the idea is you can hide screws. Not that I'm going to hide any screws, but it's a good way of tying it in without having screws sticking out on a flat board going upwards into the roof. So I'm going to clamp this on, use this now, and see how we get on. So you've got a little collar on the drill. So there's your drill bit, and it will drill the fat piece through the wood, through the board, the upright board, and then a tiny pilot hole in the roof bit there. That's what that does. And then this little bevel on the drill here is designed to stop you drilling too far. So on the box it comes in, there's a little guide, and all you do is slide the collar up to the guide, tighten it up with a little grub screw, and then stick it in your drill, or in my case a Torx drive, and then start drilling. Just be careful though, because you don't want to go like an idiot and go too far. So we just go just enough, and that's all you need. Makes a lot of mess, as you can tell. let's have a look. Let's take the clamp off. Okay, we have a nice pocket hole there, look. We didn't quite go all the way through to the roof, but that's not an issue because the drill bit will sort that out anyway. I mean, this is only just to stop the top of the door waggling, and then that gap you can see there, I'm going to fill that full of glue anyway, so this is just to hold it in place. So take the drill bit out, and then we have a long screwdriver, so that goes in. Nice long screwdriver. Okay, so we're using screws about 1 inch long, quite a narrow head. Like I said, we're not going to torque it into stupidly tight. We only want to hold it in place. That's all we need to do, is just hold it in place. There you go, job done. Now if we wanted to, we could do one on the other side as well and hold it even tighter. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the far end of the roof there, trying to explain what I did here. So what I did is, to make sure that this is nice and square, I put the factory edge of that board against it, so there's no cuts on that board there at all. So there's no cut on the bottom and there's no cut on the side. This side here was cut, look. So as there's no cuts, we know that edge there is nice and square, and that's the right angle at the bottom of the board, or should be. So we know that board now is square to the floor, okay, because it's nice tight against that board all the way up. All right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll take this board out, and I'll put another pocket screw in this top corner here just to hold it again. Unfortunately, because I can't get the clamp in, I'm going to have to be very, very careful and hold it very still and take my time. But we should be able to do it. And then when I put my shower boards over here, look, this screw mark here, this hole, I've got pegs that I can fill it and cut them off and file them flat, but I don't think there's any need to, because once I put the shower boards over there, you won't see that anyway. You won't see any of this board. None of this phenolic ply you won't see at all. So, okay. Right, let's whip this board out, and then we'll put another pocket jig in the corner. There you go. This sideboard still isn't fixed in properly yet, but that's roughly what the shower's going to look like. And then I've got the glass doors that bolt to the side, so I need to put waterproof shower boards either side of that and fix them in, glue them in and clamp them in, and then put the shower doors on, the glass doors, and that'd be the shower done then. And then what will happen is, where I mount the shower on this wall here, I mean I could even mount it on that wall, it wouldn't matter. If I mounted it on that wall, the pipes would be hidden from the engine room. If I mount it on this wall, which is what I plan to do, then the pipes will come across and then they'll go up and they'll be fixed to the wall and go through the wall there. and there'll be a box or something to hide the shower the fixing of the shower, mixer tap or whatever. There'll be something to hide the back of it on there. So that's all fixed in now. That's nice and solid, that is. That's perfect. Absolutely brilliant. So happy with that. That looks really good. And there's not a lot I can do now until the glue at the bottom there sets and the glue at the top sets. There are pocket screws that you saw me do in there, look. And they're very neat, look. I don't know whether you'll get a good view of that or not. It's a bit, yeah, just about. It's a very neat fit. Very neat job. Yeah. And then what I do is when I fit this shower wall here, when I work out, it's going to be roughly where it is now, look. But I'll mark on the floor where the board goes. And then what I'll do is I'll do the same thing. I'll get a board or the square against that, so it's square to the floor. There's no point me putting a spirit level on it or anything like that to try and square it off, because it just won't work. You know, not on a boat. Not on a boat. So there you go. And that's all I've got planned for today. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a tidy up all my tools and all these bits of pipe, tidy them all up, and then I think tomorrow, I think that'll be me for today, just tidy up here, get everything tidy, and then I think tomorrow don't know whether to try and fit this board here and then just crack on with a shower and get this bathroom fitted, because what I was saying, the toilet's going to sit in there still, and when I had the boat before, the toilet used to empty that way. So I used to bring the cartridge, because this, so you're in the kitchen now, and we used to bring the toilet capsule cartridge out under from there, and it's not great bringing your toilet effluent out through the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to have a small bulkhead here behind the door, and then you'll empty the capsule here, and as the door will hinge this side here, same as it did before, and then that'll be hidden behind there. Might be a bit of a tight squeeze to get through with the shower. I might have to have a concertina door, maybe a double door here, you know, I don't know yet. We'll see, we shall see. Okay, right, let's have a bit of a tidy up and then see how far we get. Okay, just having a little play with batteries, old batteries I've got hanging around. This is where the battery bay is going to be on the boat, under the floor in the engine room. So you've got old Smoky there, and the batteries are going down there, and I've got space for 6. I only need 1 starter battery, so that's 5 house batteries and 1 starter. So I think 5 house batteries would probably be more than enough. I need to speak to the guy, the solar panel man, so I can find out what sort of system I can use and whether I need 6. I think I'd probably only need 3. I think 3 would be more than enough for what I need and for what I'm going to do. But we'll see. If I can get away with having more power. I know it's a bit more of a pain to charge, however, once it is charged and you're up and running, you got a longer lasting time. You know, your batteries last longer then. You got more usable power, you know. So, and I am going to have a fairly large solar array on the roof, a couple of big panels, maybe 3, 250, that sort of size, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. But I only put them in there so I could measure the height off the floor, because obviously it's going to have the floor is going to come to this level here to match the engine beds, so that's how it's going to be, like that. So the floor is going to go across, and that leaves me that much room underneath, which is about 5 inches, 4 or 5 inches. I think that'll be enough space, and I like the idea of having the floor level like that with the engine beds. And then what I'll do is I'll have boards this side as well, and they'll go round over the top of the prop shaft and around to the other floor, the other side, and then that space, the other side, the engine bed down there, that'll all be cleaned out and painted, and that'll be storage. So You'll probably find down there will be my toolbox or something like that. But I've also got another bay over there which I can use, so that may well end up being my tool storage, or paint, things like that, pots of grease, pots of paint, you know, all that sort of stuff. Anything I don't want in the boat that's a bit, you know, smelly or whatever, or a bit, you know, dodgy, it'll come in here and it'll hide in the engine room, you know, because this will all be boarded off. You won't see any of this under the engine there, you won't see any of this underneath it. It'll just be phenolic ply boards on top. I'm not sure whether I'll have clearance here with the prop and a few other things, but I'll make it work somehow. I don't know how, but I will make it work, and I'll make it look pretty as well, you know. So okay, happy days, lots of space. I was going to hide all the electrics under here, but to have electrics down in the build you need to have special clips and all that sort of stuff. So I think all the electrics will be on the wall here, on that wall there. So they'll go down that wall there, all the way down here. So all this junk you see here now, that'll all be gone, and all the electrics will run down this wall here, and there'll be like readouts and all sorts, you know, just your average stuff, nothing special, just your average boat stuff that you see around. So okay, right, shiny, shiny, shiny. Right, hope you've enjoyed the video. Not a massively long one today. It's enough, that's enough. The fact I've got this this bulkhead in is ideal, so that's a big weight off the shoulders now, that knowing that this is fitted, and I can start cracking on with the shower now and getting all that sort of that sorted, getting things done like that. Think about fitting the toilet back in, and the little bulkhead on the floor, and also the bulkhead on that side there, the shower bulkhead, get that fixed in place. Yeah. One of the other things I need to do is just down here, I need to fit a panel on the wall there, just so I can mount the shower pump, the shower drain pump, the bilge pump out. Same with the behind the sink as well. Mount a plinth on the wall, just to mount the pump onto, and that'll be all good. So, right, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd much appreciate it. And also click the thumbs up button, or the thumbs down button if that's what you think. I don't mind either way, you know. And don't forget to comment. Love your comments. Always love your comments. So anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll be here tomorrow, but I won't be making a video. I've got to nip over and see the lad over the road who I got the steel billet off, and give him some money. So, and he's also having a couple of the billets back just to balance his motorboat out. So there you go. Alright, so take care of yourselves and take care of your families, and I will be back here with a video, well, back here recording on Monday. Yeah, so I won't do a video tomorrow, but there'll be another video going. I'll record a video Monday for you guys to see. So alright, take care, and have a nice weekend. Alright guys, take care of yourselves. See you soon. Say goodbye.